Hello, I'm Paul Pluta and welcome to Paul Pluta Prestige. Today I'd like to talk about the Grand Seiko. That's right, the Grand Seiko. And the story goes like this, is that Seiko wanted to design a piece which was at the high end of watchmakers. And they basically designed this piece, the Grand Seiko, to not be an economy model. It was like their more expensive model. And I've just got to say this: the only problem is with all this Grand Seiko things is that it's like a Hyundai. Okay, you buy it as an economy car, that's where it stays. When Hyundai tries to make a Lexus Beta, I mean, you've got to understand, a watch is not just a thing to tell the time. This is a status symbol. And the problem with going with a lowbrow brand is that you really don't have that credibility or prestige that you want. I mean, you can buy a cheap Seiko that looks very similar to this. Okay, I know the movement in the Grand Seiko is worked. I know it's a piece worthy. But let's be honest. Watches are snobbery. You buy it for the design, for the excellence, for the you buy a watch. It's the only piece of jewelry a man can wear, and you want a big fancy name. You want Swiss excellence. You don't want Japanese. Okay, I love Japanese products. I mean, my Honda that we've got pisses on any BMW or Italian car that I've owned. Okay, it pisses on them. But that's not the point. With watches, it's got to be Swiss. It's a snobbery thing. Okay? And I mean, it doesn't matter what level you do this at. I was talking to a watch dealer who sells lesser known German boutique brands and lesser known Swiss brands, and he had this gorgeous Arm & Strom, and I said to him, I've got an annual calendar Patek. There's no way I'd buy an Arm & Strom over a Patek annual calendar. I mean, a Patek, I can sell it in an instant and get my money back. These specialized brands, they've got a lot of workmanship and they are a very finely made piece, but watches are about snobbery, and this is where the Seiko misses the mark. Okay, let's go through the scoring for the Grand Seiko. For the brand itself, I'm going to give it a 6. Okay, because Seiko is in-house, and they really are a great maker, but they're not a luxury maker. The significance of this model, I'm going to give it an 8, because this is a very important model for them. I may have not bought into their bullshit, but it is an important model. The movement itself in this piece, I'm going to give it a 9, because it is a fantastic movement they've designed. The quality and workmanship of this piece, I'm going to give it a 7. And finally, the Paul Pluta Prestige rating on this piece here, I'm going to give it a 3. Tally it all up, it gives us a score of 33 points. I'm Paul Pluta from Paul Pluta Prestige. I hope you've enjoyed this review.